and I will not raise taxes. So I will balance my budget. I will not run deficits, and I will not raise taxes.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We did have press here today, just to let you know. I was interviewed by Karen Solomon from CTV. They were here for about 5 minutes. That being said, we are going to start organizing against the mainstream media. If they won't come to us, we're going to them. Instead of coming to hold the people like Jim Watson, Shirelli, McGinty accountable, we are now going to CTV studios. We will go to the A channel. We will go to CBC. Well, they did come, but they only gave us the French part. Because the English part doesn't work on the weekend, I guess. The only one that stands by us through thick and thin is CFRA. God bless you all for coming out today. We really do appreciate it. Taking time away from yourselves. Well, we won't be sending them a bouquet. Who? Oh, no. We'll just keep their talk lines going. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 23 premiers, 136 years to accumulate Ontario's first $148 billion of debt. Dalton is on track, with the help of Jim Watson and many others, to double that all by themselves. They, at the end of their reign next year, October 16th, 2011, the Liberals will have left us, each family, with $14,000 per household in debt. Thank you, Jim Watson. That's what we're here to ask you about today, Mr. Watson. Your accountability. Your accountability sucks. You left the city when it was bankrupt to go run as an MPP. Now that the rats are leaving a sinking ship at Queen's Park, you want to be the mayor again of Ottawa. But then you flip-flop like a fish on the LRT. You accuse the city staff of not being very good at their job 4 years after, and Shirelli, well, that's another boondoggle in itself, Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson, I got quite upset the other day by you attacking Mr. O'Brien. You sent a letter to all the candidates running, and I'll read it to the people that are here today. You may have read or received information from Mr. Larry O'Brien seeking your endorsement of his economic plan. This plan will require deep cuts to services. I like that. Why is it always we're cutting services? That's fear-mongering, Mr. Watson. That's fear-mongering. Yet those services are not identified. In other words, you are being asked to sign a plan of blind faith. And then he goes on, yada, yada, yada. Real leadership means working with a diverse group of elected officials who have differing backgrounds, experiences, and philosophies. Mr. Watson, your accountability just went out the window on that one. Mr. Watson, you have 15 people on your slate running for city council. And some of them even have the same lawn designs as you. Lawn sign designs, pardon me. Let me find the slate. Okay, Mr. Watson, where is the slate? Oh, gotta pull this one out. Gotta close this one. Let me get back to that slate. But what Nick was talking about the cell phones, ladies and gentlemen, that was a ruse to take all your attention off something else much, much bigger. That is called the smart meters. They went out and all of a sudden it's a dead issue. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a $2 billion in boondoggles. And it doesn't work. Because even though people have changed to do their laundry at 10 o'clock at night, do their dishes at 10 o'clock at night, their hydro keeps going up. The smart meters do not work. That was under you, Mr. Watson. The smart meters came under you, Mr. Watson. Shame on you. And now, City Hall and all his slate, and you, Mr. Watson, if you get in, want to give us smart water meters. So we don't want that. Is Sharon here? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce Sharon so that I can find Watson's slate, and she's going to speak to you a little bit about Dalton and Watson and Shirley. Thank you.